Heart-pounding terror. That's what most Cambodians felt when Pol Pot seized power in 1975. His Khmer Rouge army acted with such cruelty one is reminded of the Holocaust. Hundreds of thousands of Cambodians were murdered in the fields. Their only crime was being educated. In a world gone mad, the Khmer Rouge violently opposed anything modern or industrial. Towns were evacuated. Even children were forced into slave labor as part of their re-education. Few would survive the experience. More than 2 million people died during the communist reign of terror. This is the story of Setan Lee, who at age 17 was a brilliant medical student. The year was 1975, and it was the Cambodian New Year. Setan planned to visit friends in a city not far from his home.
I was in the city. While we were celebrating, having fun, playing games, traditional games, all of a sudden there's a truck, big military truck came, and then they stopped to unload hundred of this black uniform. Every one of them have guns. I can't even describe how I felt that night because it was so terrible.
Like millions of Cambodians, Setan was forced to evacuate the city. His only comfort was the belief that his family would be safe now. They lived within walking distance of the Thai border. Setan knew his father would only to Thailand, but Setan was wrong. The family waited while Setan's father set out to find the boy. Then the Khmer Rouge arrested Setan's parents and his 10 brothers and sisters.
And I feel guilty because after witnessing all this killing, I thought, if it's not for me, we all safe.
The Khmer Rouge treated them like animals. They were forced to work 20-hour-day starvation diet. Families were separated and tortured. Any display of emotion was punished.
And in my youth group, we have 1,000 boy and girl. And in about a year and a half, it's only about 300 left. Die of starvation, killing. Yeah.
The prisoners were so hungry that they would eat just about anything.
Fish or crab, live crab. We are not allowed to eat anything, but we sort of are hiding and eat it. And just anything we can get into our mouth and stomach, it's good for us.
The girl would pay for that act of kindness with her life. Setan was forced to watch as the female guard named Moon gloated over the killing.
The way that time when they forced me to watch them, I think I was bleeding internally. I was not crying, but bleeding internally. That's how I felt this guy. Awful.
But Moon wasn't finished with Setan. She ordered him to be buried alive in scorching heat.
I just thought that I'd rather be dead than still alive.
Yet amazingly, the next morning, he was still alive. Hurt and ever, he was sent back to the fields. Month after month, he struggled to survive. Finally, the Khmer Rouge discovered his university ID, proof that he was educated. Now he would die as an enemy of the state. The sounds of death were all around Setan. Yet as he waited to be executed, he thought there'd be a force in the universe greater than idols, greater even than the Khmer Rouge. In desperation, he called out to that unknown force.
Lord of the universe, whoever you are, please spare my life. One thing I will do, I'll be your witness.
The soldiers were shocked when the Khmer Rouge leader stopped the execution. The leader decided if Setan was smart, he could improve the roads. So he put Setan to work planting the harvests. And for the first time in 3 years, Setan was given enough food to live. But as the young man gained strength, hatred for the Khmer Rouge gripped his heart. He plotted how he would get revenge, especially on the guard named Moon.
The lady which I hate and I want to kill.
When the Vietnamese invaded Cambodia in 1978, many prisoners in slave camps. Setan was one of thousands who began the dangerous journey to freedom in Thailand.
There's freedom fighters, there's Vietnamese, there's Khmer Rouge. You have to keep in mind that everybody is your enemy.
The jungle journey was packed with danger. Most deadly were the landmines. Setan tread on rotted corpses to avoid the mines.
He was telling me, "Jam know the Lord." I was scared to death. So I want you to answer my question first. Do you know the Lord of the universe? And I just find myself kneel down right away because of the name, the Lord of the universe, which is the same name I have called upon.
Despite his wild looks, the jungle man was educated. He was called Pastor Paul. He knew exactly who the Lord of the universe was.
His name is Jesus Christ. So he asked me to accept Christ. I was totally different person, different human being. I was a person who was having a lot of bitterness in my heart, a person who have a lot of anger, have a spirit of revenge in me, but all of a sudden it just cleaned up, just like it washed away.
Setan to the border. Within a few hours, he was amazed to find all his family, except for his brother, who'd been killed by the Khmer Rouge. Together, they went to a Thai refugee camp, where Setan became a young preacher. One day, as he was preaching, an eerie feeling swept over him.
And something come to my mind telling me that, Setan, you know this lady. You know this lady. And right away I was praying in my spirit that, Lord, take control of her. First I want to kill her. But then something told me to have compassion and mercy toward her. I forgive you for what you have done for me and my friend. I want you to believe in Jesus. He forgave me for what I have thought to do. So in return, I forgive you. And it's not me, but God.
Although Setan prayed for Moon, he never saw her again. He feared the Khmer Rouge's grip on her life pulled her back into the jungle. Yet he knew the Lord of the universe had helped him forgive her. One by one, his family came to know that same God. So did a lot of other people in the camp. About 35,000 people surrendered their lives to Christ in the refugee camp. One of them was named Randa, who Setan fell in love with and married. They immigrated to the U.S. In time, they saw forgiveness transform their lives. Yet they'll never forget the killing fields. That's why they return to Cambodia often, to share God's love with broken people, survivors like them, who desperately need to experience forgiveness and healing.
If I keep the bitterness or the anger with me at all times for those who have done bad to me, that I will not be a happy person. I am very grateful to the Lord Jesus Christ for life, because life is so precious.